I think this is waking a lot of parents up. How is this the safest county?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
There's no safe places. That's an illusion. What people need to understand, there's an unseen war at the highest level.
Do you think this problem is getting worse, or is the veil just being lifted?
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, because of technology. Because my abuser as a kid, he had dirty magazines, but to get child pornography, that was a physical something you had to hold. You couldn't email it. You couldn't go online. There was no online. There's no internet. Now, what would take a sailor a lifetime of traveling to see and learn about, an 8th grader can on his phone in one night? That's why it has sped up the process of absolutely destroying the minds of our children. Not a sailor, but our children. And that's what people aren't willing to accept and understand.
I think they're starting to.
Yeah.
I think they're starting to. I think this is waking a lot of parents up. I really do. But this kind of brings me into, look, nothing, it's getting to the point where nothing is making sense. And I'm even starting, how do I say this? I think political barriers are starting to be torn down because it's an illusion. It's a man-made illusion that these are party lines. Yes, I agree with you that yes, the far left is trying to legalize pedophilia.
Yeah.
But
there are guys on the right that won't fight against it.
Plenty of people on the right, and we have had plenty, and I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of politicizing this.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. And, not too bad, but I fell for it. I fell for the bait, I guess is what I'm saying. And I thought this was a political thing. This isn't a political thing. This is everywhere. And yeah, what I was fed was all political. This is all the left. Then I interviewed this guy. This interview hasn't even come out yet. I interviewed this guy who followed Epstein around for 20 years. And so that'll be coming out hopefully shortly. But he had talked about a scandal called the Franklin scandal. Have you heard of this? It was in Nebraska. And it was a child trafficking ring that was all conservatives back in the 90s.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, proven.
Yeah, yep, done.
Absolutely proven.
Documented.
Yeah, no conspiracy.
Yeah,
factual.
It happened.
Oh, yes.
And he wrote a book on it.
Yep.
And it's happening. It's happening right. One of the biggest rings ever to be busted was right here in Williamson County. Now, supposedly, this is the 19th safest county to live in the country. If I remember, it's like top 20, whatever. Who cares? Top 50. I don't even, you know what I mean? There's a lot of counties.
Yeah.
Biggest trafficking ring in one of the biggest ones in the country busted right here. How is this the safest county?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
There's no safe places. That's an illusion.
And there's so many other things that are happening that make zero sense. The gender issues that you want to do that stuff when you're 18 years old.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
I don't think anybody really cares.
Right.
Might make people uncomfortable.
Do you do?
But I don't think they really care. But you start doing that to 8-year-old kids. You see these A-list celebrities with 3 sons, and all three of them want to be, all three of them just happen to want to be little girls.
Girls.
I'm not buying that shit.
No way.
Nobody's buying that. Well, some people are, but there's that. Everywhere you look, it's upside down. And a lot of people still think this is political. This isn't political. I think this is a legitimate battle of good versus evil, spiritual warfare. And I am very green on this topic, but it just doesn't make sense. I know people who are liberal, who are great people, and I'll probably get a bunch of shit for saying that on this platform, but I'll tell you, the therapist that I give credit to saving my life, and just about every spec operator who sat in that chair has talked to her as well. She's helped thousands of tier 1 spec ops guys get VA benefits, walk them through, talk them out of, just about as far left as you can. Well, I shouldn't say she's a lefty.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Amazing human being. The woman that I interviewed who got the 4 Blackwater guys.
Yeah.
She's the one that got Trump's attention to pardon these guys for being innocent, a liberal woman. So this is a conservative audience here, but
right.
I'm here to tell you, the veil's been, you got to lift it.
Yeah.
We're not that far apart.
And that's part of the messaging, to make everybody so far apart. And we're dealing with humanity. And I agree with you 1,000%. What people need to understand, there's an unseen war at the highest level, and it is truly between good and evil. And the angels are involved, and so are demons. Because out of everything I do, everything we've talked about today, probably the most important thing we do is deal with the demonic. And again, our mission statement to set people free, kids especially, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And until you get really set free in the spiritual realm, there's unneeded suffering, there's unneeded drivenness, there's unneeded addictions, there's unneeded torment. And a person really, and it's just of late in our culture that's all been separated out and dismissed. Cultures you go around, people believe in evil. You start talking about here in the U.S., no. Other countries, of course. And I've seen it. We've dealt with it. And I can tell you, it's what makes sense out of all the craziness. That is one higher level of demonic activity driving people in the battlefields in their mind. And I do believe that a person's soul, which I would consider his mind, will, and emotions, can be assaulted by a demon entity. Now, I'm not talking about possession. I don't even use the word possession, because I think that's what the devil, who's the highest fallen angel, Satan, I believe that's what he wants people to think.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.